Just want to keep the main thing. LA is still going through their wildfires. The past 2 weeks have been crazy. So my thoughts and prayers are out to people who have lost their homes, who are working on rebuilding right now. Resources are going to be in the description box below. If you're based in LA and you want to volunteer, there are different resources for you to do that, and resources for those who have been impacted. Thoughts and prayers. And my resources are with LA right now. And yeah, may God have his hand over this whole thing.
Ain't it fun living in our real world?
This hurts. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's your girl, Bria Deshawn, and welcome back to another episode of Growing Pains, where we're growing our purpose, our achievements, our independence, our nourishment, and our success. A round of applause for you. You guys, I can't lie. Saturday put me down bad. My body shut down. I'm talking cold, shivers, runny nose, headache, coughing, congestion, everything just happened all at once. You all ever been sick and like woke up in the middle of the night and needed to just change locations? That's what I was doing. I woke up from the middle of the night from my bed. I said, I need to switch it to the beanbag chair. Then I woke up from the beanbag chair and said, I need to put me on the couch. Then I was like, dang, none of this is working. Let me turn on Proud Family for some happy memories to just ease the pain that I'm in right now, because it was difficult. I'm talking in and out of sleep all day Saturday. Just was not a good time for your girl. And I was thinking two things while all of this was happening. One, man, I really wish I had a partner to just help me through this whole entire day. I just wanted somebody to fill my water up for me and just rub my back. That's what I was missing, and I didn't have it, and it made me even more sad, okay? Have y'all ever been lonely and sick before? I don't recommend it. The second thing was, dang, imagine if I was a mother, dirt sick like that, and I had kids to tend to. And shout out to all the single mothers out there who take care of their kids while they're dirt sick, because I know me, I probably wouldn't give two flying flips if my mom was sick like that. Girl, let's go play Chutes and Ladders. Shout out to all the mothers who be sick and stuff and still got to tend to their kids, all right? Anyways, but we're good now. We're fine. A little congested. Thank God for this 3-day weekend, because to go back to work today, So I'm glad for this extra day of rest. Shout out to MLK. Shout out to I Have a Dream. Okay, we are still keeping the dream alive as best as we can, honey, because, we got a new president yesterday. And while we're here with the president, that little TikTok stunt that he pulled, you guys, we need to wake up. For real. Wake up. We are being fondled and taken advantage of, and that is not okay, y'all. We need to fight back. I hate to say it, but that whole TikTok thing had some of us tripping out, bruh. Had us tripping out. And I know TikTok is a reliable, great app and all of these things, but just for a split second in them 12 hours, we was about to turn our lives over and touch some grass. But as soon as that message popped up and said, "Thank you, Trump," we was right back on it scrolling. I was back on it scrolling, honey. I was kind of like prepared, like, okay, if TikTok is gone, what am I going to do? I was going to hop my butt right back on YouTube like I used to in the old days, man, and catch up with my YouTubers. But baby, I feel that our brains still might be fried. And to those people who think that Trump is doing a great thing by bringing TikTok back when he was the one who wanted it gone, listen, wake up. Please wake up. Anyways, I don't want to talk about the presidency. I do want to talk about one of them days. Everybody, round of applause for Keke Palmer, SZA, and Issa Rae. Issa Rae, that's how you do it, sis. That's how you do it. I'm talking about we're bringing back good black comedy that's just fun. All right? In the theater at that. Yeah, another round of applause for that. I haven't seen a fun black movie in theaters since pre-COVID. Girls Trip was probably the last movie where I saw a group of black people, black women at that, just go and just have fun and make some money because something is due. And we need to talk about girlhood and sisterhood and be in the black culture. Okay? It's been so long, and oh, it was so refreshing to just laugh. And yes, they had little undertones of gentrification in there, but it wasn't in my face. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I like my movies. I like my movies fun with a little bit of message in there. Okay? Not too much, not too heavy. I don't need to feel like I'm sitting in African American Studies 101 because I already know what's happening to my people. I'm living it. I am sick and tired of the slavery, black trauma films. I am. I can't take them anymore. The last 3 or 4 movies, bruh, have been centered around racism and just the plight of black people. It's very sad, actually. And I understand the need for them, and I'm not jacking those people who make those type of films. Yes, they are the stories that need to be told. However, for every 2 racism trauma driven films, we need about 3 black fun comedy romantic films as well. Okay, because the ratio was getting bad, because I feel like our people around the way is only thinking that we're built off of trauma and racism and slavery, and there's not. We also do live regular lives these days. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to change the narrative, and we need to start laughing again, honey, because baby, whew, this was such a fun time in the movies. It really was. And shout out to Issa Rae for making that happen. Keke Palmer, girl, you've done it again, girl. We already know that Keke was going to deliver. SZA, keep acting, girl. I can't lie, y'all. SZA's a great actor, but there's a lot of running scenes, and I just kept looking at her butt. I said, dang, her BBL. Get her BBL. SZA looked good, though. I can't lie. She looks so good, and I'm so happy for her and her performance. I also want to give a round of applause to Joshua Neal. Joshua Neal, are you ready? Joshua Neal, this is just the beginning, honey. Joshua Neal, you know, the huge. Come on. You did it. You did it. Like, you did it. Everything culminated for this moment here and beyond. You did it. Shout out to you. Let me tell you, Joshua Neal, one of my favorite TikTokers, okay? I'm talking skits, comedy, had it on the nose. There was a point in time where he was transitioning into doing short scenes, short films. I don't know what you would call them. All I know is that they were shot really well, they were written really well, and it was edited really, really well. And then I was like, oh, this guy is actually he's an actor for real. And I am glad that he set them boundaries and stopped doing them skits and started doing some acting and some, short scenes and stuff like that, because it has translated into this moment here. And I'm so excited for him, and I'm so excited for his future. Like, this is really the beginning. Like, I feel like I'm an OG fan. Like, I will always watch a Joshua Neal anything. Okay? Like, Joshua, period. Really, shout out to you. I'm so proud of you and your performance. Please. A lot of new faces in this movie as well, which was so refreshing. It wasn't the same, like, 4 or 5 people that you see all the time in black movies. Like, that kind of gets exhausting. So it was good to see new talent. It was good to see Dwayne Perkins there as well. Tony Baker was there. A couple of people from Insecure. And it just felt like a neighborhood movie. It felt like a warm hug from your community. It had a lot of Friday undertones, which was really good. And I am just looking forward to more movies like these. I'm telling you now that if this movie exceeds expectations at the studio, that this formula that Issa Rae has going with the digital to studio pipeline that she has going on, baby, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. As if she's not already, but this formula here is going to be the formula that a lot of studios are going to implement. Let me get y'all hip. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my business movie hat coming on. And before I get into my spiel and my movie hat, I just want y'all to know that everything that I'm about to say after this is allegedly. I don't know exactly what happened in that room. I could just take a educated guess about what the conversation was like in that room with previous knowledge and experience from what I hear in my room that I'm in. So honestly, I really don't know what was going on. I really don't know shit. I'm just here giving y'all what I think happened for the conversation. All right, thank you. Issa Rae, don't hurt me if I get it wrong. Okay, bye. And I'm a nerd out for a second, okay? So Issa Rae has this management company called Color Creative. Color Creative manages actors, writers, directors, blah, say, blah, say, blah. Color Creative partners with Sony Studios to make sure that these actors, writers, directors are getting their time on the studio lot with real money in real shoot dates, okay? So what happened was the people at Sony partnered with Color Creative and said, hey, we want to make sure we have one of your stories in our slate of this year. So they picked up one of them days and they got all of these people together. This movie was only shot in 22 days and had a $14 million budget, which is not a lot of time, not a lot of money. So for the fact that they did this and they are getting this type of feedback, let me check the box office right now before it's been the weekend. Let's see. One of them days box office. One of them days opened at number 2 on the higher end of expectations with $11.6 million over the weekend and $14.2 million through the extended Martin Luther King against a trim $14 million budget. Yeah, so they've already made their money back, which in opening weekend. So if them numbers keep going up, oh baby. Are you kidding me? He's about to be popping again in the movies, which I love, yo. But like I was saying, so the fact that they have Black young voices kind of going through this pipeline through the studio and with Color Creative is actually really amazing, because Black entertainment kind of gets a rough shake at times. And being out in the entertainment and looking at how they treat all Black cast films, it's in how they're marketed and how they are kind of slated and how much they have to do to put them on the slate. It's a lot. And this formula is going to work. Like, I already know it's going to work. In Black entertainment, you're seeing a lot of digital public figures flipping their audience into like studio audience, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So like your people like your Issa Rae, how she started on YouTube and now she's this big person as we know her now. Tabitha Brown and Kev on Stage and Quinta, all of those people who started from the internet are now making moves with studios and stuff like that. I think that is the new pipeline, especially for Black entertainers. And I hate that. I love it and I hate it. I hate it because I hate that we have to do so much stuff on our own and our own dollar for us to be seen when we have our other counterparts and our other peers who can literally just like walk in a room and it be like 1, 2, and 3 and boom, we have a show. That's the reason I hate it. I love it because it's almost like our story can be told a little bit better when it's just from us and you're able to set these boundaries. Like this is what it is and this is what it's not type of thing, which I love. You're kind of more in control of the vision. But all I'm here to say is that when it comes to film, when it comes to our Black voices, they need to be heard, and this is just another way to do it. So I'm very, very proud of One of Them Days. As a consumer, I'm very, very proud of it. And a lot of people were talking about the marketing being bad and this, that, and the third. And I'm one of the people that said the marketing was trash. Like, I don't know what's going on here. But I'm taking that back because, one, the marketing for movies really don't start going crazy maybe like 2 weeks before release date. And 2 weeks before release date, we saw a lot of Kiki doing her press runs and Kiki and Issa and SZA doing their publicity stuff, a lot of press junket days and all of that stuff. came out maybe 2 weeks beforehand. And anybody who isn't really like checking for marketing would be like, oh, the marketing is fine. You know what I'm saying? They have a presence. I do think that they kind of set them up kind of crazy with having a release date in January. And I'm kind of on the fence with that because I just read the numbers that they just made off of MLK weekend, and it was fine. But I imagine this movie to be released somewhere in April and May, where it's getting a little hot. I'm out with my friends, like, marketing wise, I can be up in them festivals and have a lot of activations at these day parties, like stuff where it made sense. And even having a release date in January, you had to like break through the holiday noise in December to have like a kind of like your soft launch of the title and stuff like that. So I don't think the marketing was bad. I do think that a lot could have been done if it was released in April and May. I think the people up in that office knows that, but this is just the way that it went. You know what I'm saying? Casting, great job. Even if they had the marketing budget to go all out, I really don't feel like they would have needed to do that much because you have a global star like SZA and you have a icon like Keke Palmer plus Issa Rae. Like, just with those three names alone, you can do a lot and without doing anything at all. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, casting, great play. The whole pipeline of it all, beautiful. And I'm looking forward to seeing more fun films, more fun Black films like One of Them Days. I'm boycotting biopics except Michael Jackson, that's coming out later in the year. And I'm boycotting slavery in any movies that are built upon the plight of Black people. I'm not watching them anymore. I'm putting my foot down because sometimes I just want to laugh. I also want to say, you guys, there are some people up in them comments saying that this movie should have went straight to streaming. Shut it up. No, it shouldn't have. It should have went straight to theaters like it should have. I want y'all to understand that we have lost the plot of streaming services bad, okay? Streaming services work during COVID because we were not going to theaters. We get that. Releasing original pieces of work on streaming is not cute. It's not cute at all. It's actually kind of a little disrespectful. I can't lie. Leaving these movie theaters from work and people are like, this could have went straight to streaming. That's not a good compliment at all. People don't think good movies go in theaters. And so the fact that this Black movie with an all-Black cast with this little of a budget and so many short days to film is in theaters is a big deal, especially for us because people don't be getting theater time. You know who do be getting theater time though? People who are jumping out of cars and planes for the 5th and 6th time. And still people are watching them. We need to replace those movies with original pieces of work. And this is what I'm talking about. Original pieces of work that are doing well. You see? So stop saying stuff needs to go straight to streaming because it does not. When was the last time that you went to the theater to go see an all-Black cast where the movie was not about the plight of Black people? And if your answer was somewhere before 2020, you guys, they are programming you to make this feel like it's correct, and it's not. It's not at all. There have been tons of movies that have went straight to streaming that should have visited the theaters first. I'm thinking Piano Lesson, and I'm thinking They Clone Tyrone. Those two films should have went straight to theaters first for a couple months and then on to streaming, because as a filmmaker, you want your film to be received like how you directed, how you shot it to be, right? That ain't gonna do no justice when you're watching it on your laptop or when you're watching it on your 50-inch television screen. It's not gonna do it any justice unless it's in the theater, big screen with surround sound system and experience. That's how your films are supposed to be received. Streaming should only be good for playing back, for replaying things, and short series. Like, those are cool. But when it comes to original pieces of work that is for film, it does not need to be seen on a TV first, or our laptop first, or our phone first. It needs to be seen in a theater. So all of my people who love to watch stuff on streaming, I encourage you guys, for this movie, for One of Them Days, go watch it in theaters, please. Because the only way this works, the only way we get to see more Black people, more black films of quality that are fun, carefree, energetic. The only way that works is if y'all go see this movie in theaters. Y'all have to like literally show up and show out like y'all was voting for Cordell and Serena on Love Island, okay? That's how y'all have to show up to the theater. Y'all do. Because there's a lot of times where we say, oh, there's just not original pieces of work. We're tired of the remakes and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. The only way y'all can change that narrative is if y'all put y'all money where y'all mouth is. And y'all go get up out of that couch, put some clothes on, and order you a medium popcorn and a ticket to go see one of them days. That's the only way this is going to work, because Issa is working. Issa got the plan. All she needs is a platform. All right? Help her out and go see it. Cheers to new talent. Cheers to a fresh movie. Cheers to new writers, to new directors. And just, may I say, this is just the rise of black entertainment again, y'all, because they took black entertainment away from us, right from up under our noses, just like they took 106 in Park. Ain't never gave us no alternative to 106 in Park. They took 106 in Park and said, sorry, I ain't seen no music videos like that since 106 in Park. But did y'all hear that? I did just see the other day that they're talking about bringing 106 in Park back, not as a television show, but a way that's easily received for 2025. So maybe like a podcast or something. I don't know, man. I just feel like, I mean, I get it. Nobody's on cable anymore. Nobody's really watching cable. That's cool. But I don't know, BET, we got to figure something out, man. We got to figure something out. And I want to work for y'all when y'all get that reboot. Okay? It's the 25 years of 106 apart. I'm trying to be up in there and celebrate. Yeah. Y'all, the 2025 is for black voices. Let's get it together. Let's buckle in. Writers, keep writing. Directors, keep directing. Producers, gather them people together so you can produce them. Creatives, keep creating. Your time is coming. Issa's doing the work. Let's also do our work as well. I feel good. Is that all I wanted to say? Yeah. Thank you guys for coming down with me through this rabbit hole of black entertainment in Hollywood. I'm telling y'all, this is a rise. Because also, too, and this is my last thought, I know that there is a golden age of black cinema and that there's a way for us to be heard. There can be room for all of us to party and parlay. You know what I'm saying? It don't even need to just be Issa. It don't even need to just be Quinta. It can really be everybody. And I know why this can happen, because it happened in the late 90s, in the early 2000s. They was putting out so many black rom-coms, black dramas. It was just like a whole, you had something for the thugs, you had something for the lover girls, you had something for the athletes. Like, it was a lot of different types of films that were all black cast. And I want to get back to that point where we can do that again, and we can all just bring in new talent and new voices and just have fun in Hollywood. I won't stop talking until that happens again, and I won't leave this godforsaken town until I see it with my own eyes, until I'm a part of it with my own eyes, that, hey, you know, we are in a new age of black entertainment, and we need to step in that, and we need to be firm in that. And yeah, it's up for our people, period. What? Thank you guys for watching another episode of Growing Pains. It's your girl, Bria Deshawn, capital D-E, capital S-H-A-U-N. Don't forget the accent mark. You know, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Ain't it fun living in